Okay, guys, we got a banger. Sorry, my bad. We got a banger Apex card this week. It's insane. Like this is a crazy. This is honestly a really good fight night. And like in an arena, this is a really good fight night, and it's in the Apex. Personally, my favorite. But this is a really good card. I'm excited for most of these fights. And there's two fights I'm still unsure of, bro, but we got to make up our mind. And so I got my picks, but I'm still very unsure. But I made a pick. But let's get into this card. We're obviously starting off with two absolute bangers. Ketlen Souza versus Ariane Carnelossi. Carnelossi. I'm going to go with Ketlen Souza. Not much else to say, to be honest. I'm just going off what I think. Looks wise, record wise, recent fights. So I'm just gonna go with Ketlen Souza based off of that. It's a bit bigger. All right. Next fight. Jeisla Chaves versus Yuneisy Duben. Now I picked Duben to win her last fight, and it was against Carly Judice, and Carly Judice head kicked TKO'd her. To be fair, Carly Judice is really, really good, so I don't think that's a horrible loss for her. She's fighting a person off the Contender Series. And honestly, I know Duben had that crazy good knockout on the Contender Series and not much else since other than that. But I'm going to still go with Duben, man. I don't know. This other girl might be a killer. I haven't checked out her Contender fight, to be honest. So I'm going to go with Duben, though. Not much else to say. Just going to go with Duben. Okay, dude, this one I'm genuinely like... This is the one of the two fights I don't know. Jordan Leavitt versus Joanderson Brito. I picked Jordan Leavitt to beat Yair Deval. Why is this not loading? What? What? This. Okay, the whole site just crashed. What the piss? Okay, I picked Jordan Leavitt to beat Yair Deval. And he did win, and he had really good. He has obviously good grappling, and he had good grappling in that fight. And then Joanderson Brito, he's good too, and he's got some good hands. That's what I'm really scared of. I feel like Brito's got the better striking, and I think Jordan Leavitt has the better grappling. I think Brito struggled with the grappling in his last... In one of his fights, he struggled with the grappling, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm scared if Jordan Leavitt is able to get him down and hold him down. That's what I'm scared of. So, yeah. But I think I'm still going to go with Joanderson Brito. But I'm not going to be surprised if Jordan Leavitt wins. And I'm very unsure of this pick still, to be honest. But I'm going to go with Joanderson Brito. But yeah, I think this is a really close one. Priscila Cachoeira versus Chelsea Chandler. I'm going to go with Chelsea Chandler, man. Not much else really to say. I'm going to go with Chelsea Chandler. Now, this one's... Dude, there's, as I said, there's some really good fights. And this one, I think, is a really good one still, too. Edgar Chairez is pretty good. Bruno Silva is really good, too. But Edgar Chairez, based on his last fight, I don't even know if he won that fight, to be honest. It was really close. It was in Mexico City, though, so I think he got the little edge of hometown advantage there, to be honest. And Bruno Silva, I honestly thought he could have beat Charles Johnson in his last fight. I thought he won that fight. It was really close though, but I thought he surprised a lot of people in that fight. I think and then he beat Hyun Park before that. Obviously lost to Joshua Bam, but he's the champ now, right? And so I think Bruno Silva's going to win this one. I think is he the favorite? Yeah, slight favorite. I think Bruno Silva is going to win this one, though. I don't like the way Edgar Chairez looked in his last fight, to be honest, but I do think he's still really good. So I think I won't be surprised if he looks good in this fight, because I know he's really good, but his last fight he did not look like what good he really is. And so that's what I'm basing this off of. So I think Silva, he has a little bit of a height disadvantage, 6-inch reach disadvantage, but I still think Bruno Silva is really good. I know his grappling's pretty decent too. So I'm going to go Bruno Silva on this one, man. Marcus Mcghee versus John Yannis. Dude, I'm low-key a big fan of Marcus Mcghee. I think he's a little underrated, to be honest. And yeah, he looked... No, his last fight he lost. But he's looked good in the UFC since, before. And then, obviously, his only loss is to Peter Yan. And not only is that like a forgivable loss, but Peter Yan literally just beat Merab and is now the champ. So he lost to the champ, the current champ. Even if Peter Yan lost to Merab, that's still a forgivable loss for Marcus Mcghee, I think. He was gonna fight Jakob Wiklach, and I still would have picked Marcus Mcghee, but I think short notice John Yannis, I don't like that for Yannis, so I'm still gonna pick Marcus Mcghee. I think he's gonna probably TKO Yannis, to be honest. I know Yannis got a win recently on the Montreal card, but I think Marcus McGee's probably gonna TKO him. Honestly, he's got really good hands. He's a very, very good fighter, and it's just I think he obviously lost to Yan. I can't remember if it was a 30-27 though, but he obviously lost to Yan, but he held his own in there. I feel like being able to stand in there and stay in there, fight with him. So I'm gonna still go with Marcus Mcghee, regardless of who the opponent is changing out to be. So yeah, I'm going with Marcus Mcghee. I'm excited to see him back because it's been almost a year. I think it was July last year. This one got changed too. Now I was gonna pick Rodriguez. Emmanuel Rodriguez, I think it is. I was gonna pick him to beat Matt Chanel, and I still don't like this switch out for Matt Chanel, man. Alessandro Costa is a really good fighter. He's obviously part of Diego Lopez and Alexa Grasso's team, so maybe a little biased there, but yeah, I think Costa coming in on short notice, I don't think it matters. I think he's going to chin Matt Chanel still. I think he's going to still clip him and get a TKO. Maybe even a KO, but I think he's going to get a TKO here. And yeah, I'm going to go with Costa, man. I like Costa. He obviously had that loss recently, but I'm pretty sure he was injured. It was at Noche, though, I know. Yeah, Noche. He lost to this Correa guy. I wonder what's his record. 12-3. Who has he fought? Beat Gurel. Okay, fair enough. But I think Costa was injured in this fight, so that's a forgivable loss. Lost to Usyk, fair enough. Damn, he lost to Albazi by KO. But anyways, I'm still gonna go with Alessandro Costa. I like him as a pick here against Matt Chanel. Oh, dude, holy piss! There was 4 cancellations. There's 4 switch outs, and yeah, those were 2 of them. Iwo Baraniewski versus Junior Tafa. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I was maybe gonna pick. It was originally Billy Elikana versus Iwo. I was low-key thinking of picking Billy Elikana to beat Iwo. I think Billy Elikana is very good, and I feel like he was gonna be underrated in this fight, as probably a big underdog and not many people picking him. But now it's Junior Tafa, so I'm gonna go with Iwo Baraniewski now. I wasn't sold on Billy Elikana, but I was really thinking of picking him. But with Junior Tafa in there, I'm going to pick Iwo Baraniewski. Junior Tafa, he has 0 grappling, but I don't know if Iwo's going to do that. So, honestly, I could see this maybe going into the second round. Like, I could see Junior Tafa holding up, but regardless, I think Iwo's going to find the KO eventually. Or a TKO. But yeah, I'm going to go with Io Baraniewski at this point, to be honest, over Junior Tafa. Bryce Mitchell versus Santiago Luna. Now, this is a really sick fight. This is a really sick fight. And I think this fight, the thing that would make this fight so much better is if Santiago Luna had a full training camp. He's coming in short notice. Bryce Mitchell was supposed to fight Victor Henry, and I was going to pick Bryce Mitchell to beat him because Victor is older and stuff. But now he's fighting Santiago Luna, a younger guy, 8-0. And I just wish Santiago Luna had a full training camp because I think this fight would be very, very close. Or I think he would have a better chance of winning, but I think on short notice, I think Bryce Mitchell is going to be able to I think he's going to beat Santiago Luna. I think their striking's close, but I think Bryce Mitchell's gonna have an edge in the grappling, and I think Bryce Mitchell might submit him, honestly. I'm gonna go with Bryce Mitchell by sub, but yeah, I think this fight would be sick if Luna was preparing for Mitchell this whole time, but coming in short notice. I think like a week ish it is now. Like I think it was a couple days ago he got switched in, so yeah. I think this is still a sick fight regardless, but I think Bryce Mitchell is going to be able to outmatch him in the submissions and submit Luna. But yeah, I'm still hyped for this fight. I like Santiago Luna. He's exciting. And Bryce Mitchell, of course, you gotta love Bryce Mitchell, man. Now this fight's sick. Dude, these top 4 fights are insane. Farès Ziam versus Tom Nolan. I'm gonna go with Farès Ziam. I like Farès Ziam. His striking's very, very sick. Tom Nolan's a very good striker too. But I'm going to go with Farès Ziam because I think he's going to have better striking, more accuracy in the striking. And I think he's going to be able to clip Tom Nolan and probably get a TKO here. I know Nolan's got a little bit of sub, I think. He's got a bit of grappling. In his last fight, he obviously subbed Clayton Carpenter. Something Carpenter, right? Or no, Charlie Campbell. What the piss? Charlie Campbell he submitted, I think. But I think Farès Ziam also has good grappling. We saw him in that Mike Davis fight, I think it was. Remember his knee was like backwards and he was able to survive that. So I think Farès Ziam's going to be able to be equal with Tom Nolan on the ground, but in the striking, I think Farès Ziam's going to be a bit more accurate, and I think he's going to clip Tom Nolan and TKO him. Regardless, I think this is going to be a sick fight. It's a bit weird Farès Ziam's fighting an unranked. I mean, he's number 14, so, but I think he should be still fighting up. I feel like he should have got a ranked opponent still here, but this is still going to be a sick fight. I did not realize these odds. Wow. I think it might be worth betting some money on Tom Nolan because I think this is a close fight. I think this is a bit crazy of odds, like for how far apart they are. I thought it'd be closer, but so maybe some money on Tom Nolan might not be a waste just in case because I think he has a chance. But still, I think Farès Ziam's gonna win. But yeah, co-main event, my Canadian brother, Canadian Brendan Allen. Fighting Edmen Shahbazyan. I'm gonna go with Brendan Allen. I think it's pretty clear. Edmen Shahbazyan lost to Gerald Meerschaert maybe a year and a bit ago. Other than that, who did he beat? He beat like Dylan Buka or something, who got cut from the UFC, and he beat Pedro Munoz. No, not Pedro Munoz. Something Muniz, and he beat Petrosky, and he beat Dylan Buka. Dude, okay, like he lost to Meerschaert, man, and then he's been cut. He absolutely stinks. He just lost to Cody Brundage, and Muniz has been cut too, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know how this 3-fight win streaks gets you the number 4 ranked guy in the division after this guy just beat Rainier de Ritter, like stopped the Rainier de Ritter hype train, which I saw in person. That was pretty sick. I got to see that fight, but I don't know how Edmen Shahbazyan with those 3 wins gets him the number 4 ranked guy. I think Brendan Allen Brendan Allen has the potential to lose this fight, but I think he's just going to be able to outmatch Edmen in all areas of this fight. And I think he's going to win, probably by decision most likely. And so I'm going to go Brendan Allen to win this by decision. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in Brendan Allen winning. I really also don't want Edmen Shahbazyan to win because what the piss. 3-fight win streak against bums, and you lose to Gerald Mearshart, and you get the number 4 ranked guy. Keep him out of the rankings, man. I'm going with Brendan Allen. And main event, Belal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim. Guys, I know this is going to sound insane, okay? But the welterweight champion curse may be in effect, and that's what I'm scared of. Kamaru Usman, 3-fight lose streak, gets a win then after. Leon Edwards goes on a 3-fight lose streak. Technically, Leon should win his next fight. Belal Muhammad goes on a 2-fight lose streak. JDM goes on a 2-fight lose streak. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if Belal's supposed to technically lose one more fight and go on a 3-fight lose streak like every other welterweight champion. And that scares me for JDM. JDM might go on the same path of one more loss and has to take 3 losses in a row. I think I literally said that about a JDM in the Carlos Prates fight. I think I said I'm scared JDM has to lose this one to satisfy the 3-fight lose streak, basically. So I'm scared. That's what I'm scared of. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident Belal Muhammad wins this fight. I think his grappling's way better than Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim has a little bit of height, but I think their reach is pretty close otherwise. I think their striking's pretty average, and they match each other's striking, but I think Belal Muhammad has better grappling and ground game. So I think Belal Muhammad should win this fight. I think the only thing that makes Belal Muhammad lose this fight is the welterweight curse of making him have to go on a 3-fight lose streak. So that's the only way I see Belal Muhammad losing is by a fluke and by him probably, honestly, him like dominating the first 4 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised, and then some fluke happens in the 5th where Belal Muhammad loses by Bonfim finishes him somehow. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Then the welterweight curse is in effect. But otherwise, I think Belal Muhammad should beat Gabriel Bonfim. Bonfim, he robbed Wonderboy. He did knock out Randy Brown, but I think that's I thought that was a pretty good win, but since then we've seen Brown lose to Kevin Holland pretty dominantly. And so Randy Brown is not all that. I thought Randy Brown was pretty good, but he's not all that. He's a decent win, but yeah, so Bonfim doesn't have that many great wins. And I think Bonfim isn't a top welterweight, so I don't see him beating, what is he, 5 now? Yeah, he's fighting number 5. I see him maybe getting like to number 7 or something, being some lower ranked guys, but Muhammad is actually, Belal's an actual good welterweight, and, he lost to JDM, who's good, but is on a 2-fight lose streak, and he lost to Ian Gary, who's probably fighting for the title, so they're not horrible losses for him. Gabriel Bonfim lost to what? Whoever Randy Brown knocked out. Nicholas Dalby, right? That's his only loss to Nicholas Dalby. Like, he shouldn't be losing to Nicholas Dalby. And so, I think he's not going to beat Belal. The only way he beats Belal is if the universe comes together to make sure Belal loses due to the welterweight champion curse. That's the only way I see him losing. So that's why I'm scared of this. But otherwise, so like, I would pick I would pick Belal Muhammad in this fight if this was just like if Belal was like making his way to the title, I would pick Belal Muhammad. But the fact he has been champ and he is on a 2-fight lose streak, and the previous champion's going a 3-fight lose streak, I'm scared this is like his 3rd fight lose streak that he shouldn't lose. Like, this is a fight he shouldn't lose, but yeah, I'm gonna go Belal Muhammad. But yeah, you will hear in my recap me crashing out that I picked Belal Muhammad if he loses via welterweight curse. So my picks for this card, Ketlen, Souza, Yuneisy, Duben, Joanderson, Brito, but I told you guys close fight. Chelsea Chandler, Bruno Silva, Marcus Mcghee, Alessandro Costa, Iwo Baraniewski, Bryce Mitchell, Farès Ziam, Brendan Allen, and Bilal Muhammad. So we're gonna see how these picks hit on fight night. This is a really, really good card. This is a sick poster too. I like this poster. It's a weird poster that's Bilal Muhammad and Gabriel Bonfim like screaming like they're elite strikers and knockout artists, but I like this type of poster otherwise. Yeah, man, I'm probably gonna drop a recap on this video. High things from it and not just boring decisions the whole card, so I'm probably gonna drop a recap on this one eventually, so we'll look up for that at the end of the week, early next week. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys as always. And yeah, I got a troll video coming out this later this week, probably Thursday or Friday, of featherweight fighters, ranked featherweight fighters at Chin. Take it with jokes. Take it with jokes, man. But yeah, that's gonna come out later after this. It's probably coming out Tuesday. That will probably come out Thursday or Friday. So yeah, you guys will see what featherweights, ranked featherweights, I would Chin. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.